So I want to get into an 18-game season, why I think it's largely negative. But before I do, I just want to respond to somebody who says, I don't do research. The fact of the matter is, I can go tit for tat with you on stats all day long. Just for example, the average age of your starting offensive line is 30.4. And that's the starting offensive line that played a good majority of the season last year. If you would like a list of starters, 29 is not young in the NFL by NFL terms. 28 is not young by NFL terms. Even 27 is not young by NFL terms. You are a veteran. You are a veteran at that point. Okay, you've been in the league 6, 7, 8 years. You're a veteran. I consider somebody even 25 or 26 to be a veteran in the league. That's 4 or 5 years. If you had that type of mileage at any job, you would consider to be a veteran at that job. But either way, I digress there, because the fact of the matter is, no matter how many stats we go tit for tat, neither one of us is going to be vindicated until a 53-man roster comes out and we see how young or old your roster is. Because if you fall between 16 and 32, because obviously there's only 32 teams in the league, you're older than half the league at that point, or more than half the league at that point. At that point, wouldn't you be considered a veteran-laden roster? I think you would. But either way, let's get on to the video about the 18-game season.
OTR.
So, talking about an 18-game season, I think it's largely negative. The owners have proposed that the 18-game season, they will eliminate 2 preseason games, which I think a lot of people would be on board with. The problem is, I think the play would suffer. Well, why would the play suffer? Well, right now in the CBA, they're only allowed to play 16 games. The players, that is. So if the players are only allowed to play 16 games, obviously one is the bye. The other one, they would have to sit out another game. How would coaches implement this? That's my biggest question. Would they do it all in one game? Would they stretch it out over different games? Would they add another bye to the schedule? These are all fair questions to ask. But assuming they don't add another bye to the schedule, then that means you would have players sitting out different games. Well, why does that matter? Let's say a family, they're going on a trip, they're going to stop in Canton, Ohio, and then they're going to go to Kansas City and watch the Chiefs because they're a huge Chiefs, family, and they love the Chiefs, okay? So the kids are going there with their Patrick Mahomes jersey, and they're all excited. And they get to the game, they have this huge family vacation, and Patrick Mahomes doesn't play because that's the day Andy Reid decided to sit Patrick Mahomes. Is it really fair to the fans that want to go and see certain players? No. I'd be really disappointed if I went to Giant Stadium and didn't get to see Saquon because that's the day he's sitting out. The fact of the matter is, I really don't think it's fair to the fan base. I think the product's going to lack because you're going to have different backups and whatnot playing when honestly they shouldn't be, because if they just left the 16-game season as it is, we would have a good product on the field and everybody would be happy. I mean, I would be happy with them having a 16-game season and then also getting rid of 2 preseason games. I'd be cool with that. Either way, what are your thoughts? Do you like the 18-game season? Do you disagree with me? If you do, please respond in the comment section below. Either way, it's been one giant rebuttal. Please like and subscribe. And Ethan, take me home.
Go Big Blue.